trying on bras. The girls bring me like 16 bras, and we're trying on bras. We decided to put these shirts on to take a picture, and she's like, okay, wait, let's put this. Can we hang it from the hook? Let's use the bra with the cup. Maybe the cup will hold it in. Maybe this. Let's do this. I'm like, Alida.
I was working that room. I was determined.
She's like, I got it. We did. Yeah, she got it. She set it up on the chair, and she's like, okay.
And the poor girl.
And the girl. The best was they have a doorbell in Victoria's Secrets.
Did you know that?
So they come back to the dressing room.
Stop it right now.
Yes. Oh my God, that's what I say.
Miss Morse code.
What'd you have to do? Like hit like 3 times?
No, once.
No,
you only have to hit 1 time. She was like calling the stewardess on the airplane. She's like, ding, 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 ding.
Choosing my feet.
She's like this, ding, ding.
You probably had like 10 of them going.
No,
the girl quit on us.
Quit on us.
She left. All of a sudden I'm like, I need a different. She comes back. I'm
I
like,
don't
what
like
are you?
any of the bras she was trying on. She didn't like them.
No, I didn't like them. Like, this doesn't work. This doesn't
Nicholas,
work.
this is not right.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden.
Please, I can't. I feel confined with clothes on. You know that. I can't deal with all my neck.
You're gonna wear a bra.
Hello. I like to be more liberated. You know that.
Yeah, but you don't want to be that open. There's not the open door policy. They got rid of that loyal. They got rid of that.
He's showing that
Get
to us.
myself fucking.
Liz,
You know how again?
Liz, it's like the open door policy in China.
I think he's
Let's
gonna
build
join
a
you
wall
guys.
around it like Donald Trump wants to Mexico.
Yeah.
No open door policies.
I can't wear a bra. It gives me a headache and shoulder problems. Like it hurts me, and then clothes on your neck and makes me feel like that. So I like to just be free.
She's free.
Then go live in the forest. Then go live in the jungle.
They always tell me you'll still belong in Woodstock era, Debbie. Like you and the flower child in your La La Land. You need the flowers. She's like, where are you with this flower in your fucking hair? Get rid of it.
And here we see wild blonde internet habitat. Don't disturb her, and don't take away her phone, or she will attack. Warning:
I'm being so
do not
attacked
take
on
away
my
your
own
phone.
kid. I'm being attacked by my own
She
kid.
will attack. Deal with slightly caution.
You know, that's so not nice.
Sign this son death
Nobody ever said
certificate.
we were nice. We never
Sign
said we were nice.
sign death
Do you see the
certificate.
ambush in this house every day?
If wanted,
We never
if
made
wanted to
any
die,
false
sign
statements.
death
We never
certificate
said
here.
we were nice.
He's got you right on.
I'm
he's
scared.
all over.
And I'm
Running
in Spanish, French, German, Portuguese, everything language. So they would know.
Well, only because on Facebook, that's what I have to do. Like, we have so many followers, and they answer me in French, and so I have to figure out what language they're, messaging me in, and then I have to Google Translate. So he laughs. He's like, I'm talking French now. And he goes, you are so Googling French right now. I'm like, what? And he's like, you're Googling. I'm like, fine, I'm Googling. So I have to Google French, Google German, Google Russia, Google and I talk to people all the time. He laughs at me. He goes, they think that you're that smart. You're so not. Like, it pisses me off because I should write on Facebook. She does not know any language, barely the English language. I'm like, you
Got
can do
that bus forward, reverse,
Yeah.
turn around.
Yeah, really. You're just riding beep, beep, beep.
Shh. Roll over me. Like, I'm down. I just might as well go on for it. I'm just, not even worry about it.
And then why I just stay in bed and put my headphones on and I don't listen to her.
Aww.
Yes, you do. What do you ask for all the time from mommy?
Yeah, except that.
Yeah, what?
Aww.
Tickles?
No.
Scratches.
Scratchy.
Yeah, and what else?
Scratches?
Yeah, he likes to scratch.
See my boys too.
No matter what age.
When they,
Dante too.
12 and
Dante
10.
loves scratchies. So come over to me, throw his leg on me. Scratchies?
No, they're back.
It was not the same as when you were a kid. You got hair all over you. You just got hairy legs. I'm like, it was better when you were a
But
baby.
what do you really like? That makes you heal. You always say heals you, makes you feel better, makes you breathe better.
What happened, Mom?
Aw, see mommy.
Doesn't matter how, strapless
Pull
I
it
am.
up.
Braless.
Braless and
Put it and pull up.
Bitching for not getting his bagel.
I
Thank
can't.
you.
Because it just goes down naturally.
You got
It's
like.
meant-
You shrunk your shoulder.
Because I can't
Do you see
stand
his
it.
eyelashes?
Yeah.
Oh god, there we go.
You're longer.
Everybody that sees him.
Everyone likes his
Once
eyelashes.
again, eyebrow chest, last transport. I said, someday I'm gonna cut them off. And
No.
But no, every
Put it in
single
here.
person that has
They
ever
look
met
like-
him has said something about his.
we were at the islands again on an elevator,
Yeah,
and
and
one of the
someone
girls
said
said
something.
it.
Like the light from the back just caught it,
hit
and I was
it,
like,
you saw
oh,
it, yeah.
okay, I would pay for those
That's what I
extensions.
said. You know how much
His
you
father,
get
though,
for
has
it?
them.
$300
Yeah,
for
His
it.
yeah.
oh my god,
ridiculous.
his father's long eyelashes. I said, if anything, I want two things from his father: his smile and his eyelashes, and he got both.
See?
Definitely got both. He's got definitely my attitude, thank God, and my humor.
Yeah, it's a good thing I didn't get her trait of brains.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, poor Dante.
Or Dante's.
I just feel so bad.
Now, does he
Alright, so wait, let me just tell you what he did, and you tell me, like, I'm not supposed to be scared about sending
Oh.
him back to college. So, he's thinking this is funny.
Where did he go to college?
He's going, well, he got accepted to Stony Brook, along with other colleges, but Stony Brook is a really hard
I
college
went
to
to-
get into.
Yeah.
And
That's right
he,
by me.
yeah, oh, well, then he can come and hang out with you,
Yeah.
because you may have to be going there a couple of times.
Maybe I'm his emergency
I mean,
contact.
we're gonna be like, Debbie, what the hell? Go send him somewhere else. I think UMass wanted him, right? So, he's doing this
I don't know how
project
he's
at
gonna go
school,
away.
and they have to pretend, it's like a business class, a real estate class. And they have to pretend they had to sell a home. So, my son thinks it's funny, right? Let's do it out of the country, right? To email, like you do an email back and forth. So, they actually got a real email, and the man was from Yemen.
Oh, friends.
Yemen! You know what happens in Yemen?
Chandler's in
Yes.
Yemen.
Tell
Yeah, okay, well, let's get real here. I mean, Yemen is considered a what kind of country?
It's a terrorist
A
country.
terrorist country. So here he is now having this, like, making a deal with him on the house, and now he's saying, goes, well, listen, he goes, if you give me your house, I can throw you in 30 grand more, this, and so now he's making a
And so he now
freaking
he's
deal
getting terrorist money.
with terrorist.
That's nice.
And he thinks it's I said, oh my God, I'm like, tell me this wasn't in black and white. He goes, well, yeah, isn't this funny? He's like, great, I've been totally busted this guy. We're thinking, like, you know, I'm like, it's Yemen. I'm like, they watch you from the government. They watch you down
They
on
think
everything
they
you
got
write.
Oh, come on, Dad.
The
He's like,
NSA
get
must.
off.
The NSA must be all over that shit.
So I'm like, they're gonna know and
Transfer
track
money.
you. And he, so he starts to panic. He starts shaking. I was just kidding. I'm like, you're 18. Guess what?
Yeah.
I'm like,
He's
you're
not
not
kidding.
considered kidding anymore. And he's
Right.
like, but I didn't know what the hell Yemen was. I'm like, oh my God, did you ever watch, like, Friends? I'm like, did you ever, like, aren't you in school? Aren't you in history?
When sometimes he asks me questions, I go, what do they teach you in school? This is what I want to know.
Yeah.
What do they teach you in school today that you don't know this?
It's like
Yeah, I
really
know,
fun.
so
So
it
these
was
are the
wrong.
things that I'm so afraid. I'm like, never put anything in black and white. Never put anything in black and white. Of course, what happens? The other day, he goes, Mom, something so funny just happened. He goes, I felt so cool for like 5 minutes. I'm like,
Okay.
what happened? He goes, well, it must have definitely been a wrong number because it was like a 513 number. And this guy's like, starts
Pretend
talking to me
God,
and asking me questions, like, you know, through text, black and white. And then I said, huh, this guy thinks I'm a drug
Yeah.
dealer. Wow, this is kind of cool. Because then we go along with it.
Such an ass.
He goes, I kind of felt like a little respect. I got some respect. He's going, like, a little bit of respect. I was like, oh, I'm in control of this. I'm like,
Like,
okay. I'm like, so what did you say, babe? You know? He goes, well, you know, he asked me, like, you know, where I can meet him and how
Yeah.
much is a so-and-so. Because then I had to look up how much things were before I answered him because I don't know what the hell he was
Yeah,
talking
it's
about.
a-
I'm like, oh my God, was there a transaction
Yeah.
made? I said, in black and white. He goes, what? What? I'm
well,
like,
that's,
was there?
That's grade 7, so we're good.
Good, okay.
That's,
So I
that's
said,
grade 7.
did you make a transaction as in like he said I'll give you this much money and he goes, no, then I realized like he thought I was a drug dealer and then I said, I don't think it's a good idea to maybe like do this and make him think I'm really a drug dealer. So I said to him, no deal, don't ever call this number. He goes, and he respected me. He goes, yeah, no problem. He goes, yeah man, word up. I'm like, oh my God, I'm like, are you done? And I'm like, boom! I'm like, you just have it in black and white that you just made a goddamn great drug deal. I said, and you didn't even do drugs, you never tried in your life. I'm like, blah, 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 blah. He's like, but I didn't say.
And this is
what we deal with.
how the terrorists come to U.S.
Exactly.
Okay, so this is how my son, and I'm gonna have to send you off to college. I'm like, they're gonna take you away to like a terrorist, you know, prison or something.
Well, if he goes to
And
study
this
radio
one
she's not far from there either, so.
Yeah, well then I guess you both gonna have to bail him out.
Could take his ass to Guantanamo Bay and leave it there.
We have bail money for this. I just.
Oh,
Yeah.
and
Figure one of us is gonna
beginning
do something.
that in the hallway that night, the hallway, how is that gonna see?
Yeah, well he's gonna have the nightlight.
Oh.
Gonna have to put something up. I
Lights
don't.
on.
He's gonna think of murder, red rum. I don't even know how he's gonna do this.
And don't forget the students like to jump out at the new ones.
Who?
Students like to
yeah,
torture.
Yeah.
So Darcy's gonna be tortured.
It's like fresh meat
No.
in jail.
Yep.
It's so funny because like he's obviously nervous about hazing and whatever. He goes, I'll just never sleep. Like his biggest fear is like falling asleep. But he's gonna be at Stony Brook.
Yeah, it's.
Yeah, it's
Like
not
Stony
like
Brook.
It's very different.
I don't
It's
know.
an academic college.
I
No,
know.
Stony Brook has a lot. They got fraternities that are
They
that
do.
are notified that are noticed by the college, by the actual college. Like there's a lot of Greek on campus.
Well, there's good Greek.
There's
Like, they have.
undergrounds and there's real
There's
though.
what?
Underground fraternities.
What does that mean?
Those are the ones we don't want him
Yeah.
to do.
Well, how do you mean? 100
Like,
grams?
They're
What's
not.
that?
They're not.
They're
They're
not like
sponsored by.
sanctioned by
Yeah.
Stony
You're
Brook.
kidding.
No.
Which ones are those? He's gonna get busted. Which one is? I gotta tell him now. Because then they're gonna lure him in. Just like he went to Costa Rica.
He's an easy mark. He really
Wait,
is.
he goes to Costa Rica, and I said to him, he went for 5 weeks because he went to build habitats for the wild because he's for community service. He's an amazing kid like that.
That's
Yeah.
awesome, yeah.
We
Very
love
good
him
nature.
dearly.
Very good nature.
Very into Nate, right.
Until
So we tell him, I said to him before he left, right, how many times, do not speak to anyone when you go to the towns. Like, that's the one thing,
Yeah,
you know,
it
you
says
stay,
you're not, right.
right. Why does my son when he comes home? Man, I had like the best time. I was hanging out with this drunk, and we were playing pool. I'm like, what do you mean you were playing pool? Because, yeah, we were playing pool. This drunk asked me to come in, and like everyone, we decided to go in and play. I said, oh my God. I said, I was doing this. I was going to
Has he
hyperventilate.
not seen
Hostel or
Taken! The movie Taken! I made him watch Taken. I'm like, that's gonna be you. And you don't have Liam as a father. He ain't coming for you. He ain't gonna spend the money. That's your dad. So I many times I can't tell you. And then he's going off with the pool guy. They're playing kick cans, right? Like in the street.
In the street, yeah.
Then this girl said to him, "Oh, you're so cute. You're so beautiful." He got all excited, hanging out with the girl. All of a sudden, that's when the chaperone pulled him and says, "That's a prostitute. We're leaving. We're going back to town." Because I can't. I go, "You're too much. You're gonna get us killed." He goes, "But she's so young, and she said I was cute." This is my son. You don't understand.
And don't forget, he also is now scared of spiders.
Well, because he had so many crawl over him when he was there.
Yeah, he had rats in the walls. It was a 5-star hotel. Spiders are like as big as your hand.
No.
Yeah. No.
But
He-
how
he-
funny
he
is
has
that?
good
Like,
spiders
he just
crawling
shakes
on
his
him.
head. He's like, "Dante, I don't know how we're gonna ever let you leave." Like we so specifically said, he goes, "But she said I was pretty. She was a pretty girl." I'm like, "They're 12 there. They are 12 in Costa Rica. I just told you, don't speak to anyone." They're like, "You're so cool," and they were like so nice. I'm like, "Thank God, he would have been taken in 2 seconds." Then he wants to go abroad for college, right?
To where?
Nowhere.
Doesn't matter.
To nowhere. It's called Nowhere Land. It's called back home.
My son's up in Albany, and he said he wants to study abroad, and my husband goes, "I want to study abroad too." He's like, "What abroad are you studying?"
That would be something you would say.
Yeah. My this is his second year up in Albany.
Oh, really? Oh, just like it. Well, no,
How's
Zach
he
is his
doing?
first year.
He's
Okay.
doing good. Yeah, he's got like a 3.5. He's
Zach's
doing
done.
good. He got accepted in his
What?
son's honors, but he wanted to go away.
Zach's been done.
Started with
Been done what?
Fun stuff. They
College.
it's
How's it
it's
not
like
be?
an
He's done
hour.
in
It's
May.
not really. It's away for
Right.
him at least.
Well, it's
Oh,
like
no,
40-minute drive.
40 minute
Oh,
hour.
no.
Yeah.
You know, by the time you get to the expressway, you know,
Oh,
for
no,
next
no,
month.
it's not that
It's
one.
literally like a 5-minute drive from my house.
Yeah, so for him it would be like going
Right.
away. He'll stay in the dorms
Right.
and all.
Right.
Yeah, he needs to be
If
a
that's
little
what he
close.
chooses to
Yeah.
do, you know, we
Just
don't
in
know yet. We're
Just in
just
case.
Well, we went looking at colleges, and it takes me like 3.5-4 hours, depending on the
Yeah, I can't
traffic,
do that.
to go up to Albany. I made it there when he went to the hospital one night. I made it there. I think it was like 3 hours and 15 minutes at 1:30 in the morning. I was
that
up
would
there.
be my biggest fear.
I was up there. I go up there. He called. He had stomach pains, whatever. I'm sleeping. It was a night of Sons of Anarchy. They had just left. I went to bed. All of a sudden, my phone rings.
What the hell?
I'm like, what? Teddy, what? And he's like, "Ma, I'm going to the ambulance." I'm like, "Stop fucking around."
Oh
He's
my
like,
God.
no, I'm in the ambulance. I'm like, shut the fuck up. I'm going to bed. His roommate gets on the phone. He goes, Mrs. Consul.
Because Teddy fools around a lot, so that's why she didn't take him
Oh.
seriously.
Right, I don't, like, we joke a lot.
Right.
And there's a lot of practical jokes and scaring each other and stuff like that. So when he goes,
It's like the way your father was a dude.
yeah, exactly.
exactly.
Yeah, and we're very close, open with stuff. And he goes, and his roommate gets on the phone. He goes, Mrs. Consul, we're getting into the ambulance. I'm like, Cheddar, I don't have time for this. I'm sleeping. The EMT gets on the phone. He goes, I don't know who this is, but we're loading this kid into the ambulance. I'm like, oh my God, I'm on my way. I hung up the phone. I threw a sweatshirt on. My husband, I'm like, I'm leaving by. He goes, what? You're what? What? I'm like, bye, Teddy's going to the ambulance. I got all the way up to the hospital
Oh my
to pay the
God.
co-payment. They released him. He pulled a muscle working out.
Oh
So,
my
I
God.
got all the way up there. Oh, I'm sorry.
A 7-hour trip.
Yeah, just
Oh
co-payment.
my, the kids, what they do to us.
Yeah, they do.
It's just beyond. I can't. Dante's gonna scare me. He's definitely gonna scare me. You must have scary,
And
like,
they're all different.
right. Oh yeah.
All different personalities.
Cause you have
Nico.
4.
Mm-hmm.
She has 4 kids.
Oh my God.
20 to what?
23, my daughter's 23. She's my eldest.
The credit check.
Oh right. Oh my God.
Yeah. She looks like Miley Cyrus, I have to show you.
Does she?
She does, yeah. And then the boys are 20, 12, and 10.
See, there's a big jump in between.
Two different
Oh,
dads.
they are. I did not know that. So wait, so you who? Okay, so you have one husband?
Where is
You have
what?
2?
No one. I just got divorced. One husband.
Oh, okay, got it. All right. Well, I had 2. So.
Yeah, one husband.
I'm going on my 3rd.
Isn't
Hers isn't.
No, I'll go for
I'm
my
not
3rd.
staying for daddy.
I
I'd
love
like to be married.
I love to be married.
Gary minutes in?
Yeah.
Everyone's like, would you do it again? I'm like,
That's just
like after 2. I'm like, absolutely. I have
I mean,
like
I'll
a
stay
lust
with
for
family,
marriage,
that's
lust for
fine.
love.
That's just something to eat and then
Yeah,
go.
the whole family unity.
Yeah.
I'm in love with it.
Gary's got my
And
language. 6, right?
yeah, but that's what you eat and then
Yeah.
and then.
Wait, no.
That's all you have.
It's fine. We just started living together. It'll
You
be
don't want to
2 years.
videotape that conversation.
Yeah.
I'm just
We
gonna
just started
We
living
will
together.
cut that one out.
Yeah.
All
So
right.
we have to, it's kind of like starting all over. Living with someone is different than dating.
Yeah, I don't know if I could do that. See, I would love to have bring back Lucy and Desiree Ness. Like separate rooms, whatever. Like I definitely would be like the best wife, but I just need still separate living. If I could do that.
So he sprained his shoulder?
What?
He pulled the muscle in his abdomen.
Yeah,
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. So
she was finishing.
I'm sorry.
Remember.
That was my boss that called. So yeah. So he pulled a muscle in his stomach from working out. So I get all the way up there,
Just to
and,
get
and the doctor says, "Why?" He goes, "Who are you?" First of all, I had no makeup on. I had a sweatshirt on, so I looked like a little kid.
Right.
And I pull, and the doctor comes in. He goes, "What? We don't, you know." He thought I was like one of his classmates or whatever, and I was like, "I'm his mom." And he goes, "Well, you drove all the way up here. You didn't even know what's wrong with him." I'm like, "Well, what if it was in his appendix and you're putting him on the table?"
Right.
Had on. He goes, "Well, he pulled the muscle. Here's the co-payment." I'm like, "What?"
Oh.
So I turn around to my
God.
son. I'm like, "I'm gonna put you in the hospital myself."
I'm like, I want to make something happen. Make it worthwhile. My 7
I'm
hours
like,
drive
Hey,
there.
Tom Petty,
Yeah,
he's gonna
and
give you
so
something good.
So we leave. I literally $75. Now I drive him and his friend back. They had finals or whatever it was, and I drive him and his friend back, and we get there. He's like, "I'm hungry." I'm like, "Oh, you're fucking starving. I gotta go home." I was driving home with sunrise. I was like, and now I'm exhausted. I'm like, I should just go sleep on their futon up in
Yeah,
their room.
exactly.
Yeah.
They have 7 boys in one room, or they had 7 boys in one room. I'm like, I'll sleep in my car in the parking lot before I sleep
Oh my
with 7
God.
boys.
Sleep in the gutter before I sleep.
Yeah, I was like, I'll
I
just
think
sleep in my
so.
car in the parking lot. To go to their bathroom, I was like, I walked in, I'm like,
See, I don't even want to think
When
about
I
it.
went up
I'm
to
gonna,
visit my
first
nephew
of all,
in college, and I went to use his bathroom. I go, I can't use the bathroom.
All right, let me ask you a
And
question.
now-
Go to a restaurant down the street.
well, now the dorm that he's in, because now he's in another quad,
Right.
the dorm he is, they don't have a bathroom, it's a community bathroom. So when we went up, we went to bring him up the last time, and it was after his spring break. I went upstairs, I'm like, I really gotta pee. I drive by myself up there, I have no problem going, my husband work.
I'll be
So I get all the way up there, I'm like, oh my God. I go in the bathroom, I'm like, ew, girls don't know how to flush either. God,
It's so gross.
it's girls are worse than
Well,
boys.
like we were talking the other day on Easter. I don't know how the subject came up, but we were talking about using the bathroom, and I said about going, the whole transgender thing. Remember when they said that
They just put it
down
in
in the
school.
south that
They just put it in our,
They just put it in
high
school?
school. They just put it in our high school.
What do
that
you do?
They took a staff's single stall bathroom and they made it a
But here's
transgender.
my question with a transgender. Like, is it a boys or a girls bathroom? So
It's a
like,
unisex bathroom.
it's a unisex.
So-
in other words, like you go
Is
to the
that
hospital to
discriminating?
visit somebody, they don't have a men's room and a ladies' room. They just have a restroom. It says restroom.
Well-
It's one stall.
But you know
All
what?
right.
The problem, what they're saying, because when you go to a gym class, you're in gym with all
The females and your
females
male.
changing.
Right, yeah. Well, this
So
is sort
they
of the way
go
I
into the
feel. I'm
stall.
very
So you're
liberated
telling
as
me-
far as I do whatever you want, just don't bother me. But if you have a penis, then you should be in the men's room.
Well,
Okay? With the men's locker room, at least. In the bathroom, at least you can have a stall.
Right.
It doesn't have to be that you discriminate. But I don't want, if you've got a child, like not all parents are willing to have their children grow up at the same level
well, it's a
that other
giant.
people are. So if your child's a little sheltered and doesn't even know what transgender is,
Right.
all right, and then has in the gym class,
Well,
a
he
girl
will now, he
is,
will
you
now.
know,
Well,
a
there's
boy who dresses like a girl, that's fine. I have no problem with it.
What were you
But
saying?
not
There's
in
a
front of my
giant
kids.
discussion going on right now, like, because the Sage of Moms on Facebook, there's a giant discussion about this transgender bathroom because there's no specific handicapped bathroom.
There's no handicap
Like,
bathroom, and there's a.
it's in a regular bathroom, or you go to the nurse's office.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Well,
So
we're
But
gonna
there's a
fight
bigger
that.
stall.
So-
There's a bigger stall in the regular
The regular
bathroom.
bathroom, there's a bigger stall, or they would go into the nurse's office to use it if you were handicapped. So it's like a giant thing right now that
Because
the moms are saying,
he's
well, why
like,
would you
F the handicap, but
Right, why
but we're
would you-
taking
because
care
your
of.
kid's feelings gonna get hurt because he decides to wear a dress,
Wow.
or she decides to put on pants and dress as a man and shave her head. You're gonna give them their own bathroom, but you
You
won't
see,
give
I
it
don't
to somebody
understand because
handicapped.
always in
Wow.
school,
That's
There
it.
are always-
I'd go,
there are
I'd go
always
where the
for
fuck I
men,
wanna
for
go.
the ladies.
What,
there are-
Nicholas?
I
He said he goes where the fuck he wants to go.
I go where the fuck I wanna go. If I want to stand up, I go in there. If I go in the bathroom. If I don't, then I go in the other bathroom. I
He's
go where I
right.
want to
The
go.
bottom line
Nicholas,
is that there's
you
stalls.
are so
you
funny.
always have your
Well,
privacy.
you know what though? I'll tell you this. I've been to concerts and baseball games where the women's line is out the door. And
I've gone
past
into the men's room.
I've gone to men's room.
First of
I'm
all,
like,
there's
I'm
a lady in the
They
men's
still
room.
have a
Yeah.
stall.
Yeah.
yeah, I walked in.
And
like,
bars,
you know,
bars
yes.
when I was young. Get the
Yeah.
fuck out
You
of
gotta have
here.
strong legs.
Yeah.
To pay
Yeah.
That's all I say. You gotta have strong legs
Yeah.
to pee.
Yeah.
Okay?